Oh man, I'm so worthless.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do everything. I can do everything, man. You're awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
It's
the
okay.
best.
You can keep trying though. You can never reach my level.
Yeah,
So.
I can't do anything in life. I guess I never really achieved anything in life that's great anyway. So I think I'll just be like that the rest of my life. I can never amount to anything. That's what my parents say. That's what my friends say. That's what you say. Everyone says when I fail and fail. So man, no one wants me. No one loves me.
Maybe that's true. Hey.
Hey there. Welcome back to VibeLamp podcast, and we are back with our sixth episode.
Yes.
So-
My name is Sayla.
And my name is John.
Yeah.
And today
It's time for us to
Yeah.
to start to introduce ourselves.
yes, to seem at least a bit more professional so that you will know us more
A little bit more
and
professional.
keep us in your minds.
Yes.
So on our sixth episode, we're gonna be talking about humility equals low self-esteem. All right.
Yeah.
So-
What is the fine line there?
Yeah. So we have these three things that are mostly interconnected with each other: pride,
Mm-hmm.
low self-esteem, and humility. And people have a tough time sometimes to determine. Of course, no one wants to be viewed as arrogant, especially nowadays. And some people think that maybe arrogance is, let's say, they confuse it sometimes with
Confidence.
confidence.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, if you're confident, you're arrogant. But
Not all the
thing is,
time.
Yeah, not all the time. It's not true all the time. There are some people who are very
You
arrogant.
can be very confident in a humble way.
Yes, exactly. And exactly. I think that's what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
And then if they put themselves down because they don't want to be arrogant,
Mm-hmm.
they sometimes fall into this thin line, in where, for example, this is a line. The thin line. This is pride, humility, low self-esteem.
Low self-esteem.
So the pride, they don't wanna be proudful. They don't wanna be called arrogant. They don't wanna feel bad. So they try to move back and like
To human.
they try to put themselves down.
Mm.
So when they do that, suddenly they think they're being humble, having humility, but then they go to the low self-esteem. So now we're gonna discuss about that in general.
Yeah.
So first, before we get through on those things, can we just give them an example of the difference? Like an example of the difference between those three. So
Okay.
let's say your pride, and I'll be low self-esteem. So now, can you give me an example? Show yourself as someone who has pride, arrogant.
Well, I don't think I have to show it because in reality I'm a little bit that already. But yeah,
True.
why not?
Okay, ready? Let's do action. Okay.
Yeah.
Ready, set, action, go.
Man, I just feel everything is great. I can do everything. Nothing can really stop me from achieving what I need to get or my goals. So
Nothing. Do you know everything?
yeah, of course, why not?
Oh, can you do everything?
I think so.
Oh, so what's your educational background?
I'm holding a master degree.
Wow.
I have some experience.
I'm so young, still young. You're older than me.
That's why I said, I can do everything.
So you're saying you're better than me?
Depends on, can you do
You're
it or not?
supposed to be arrogant.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I'm better than you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to, hurt
put you down.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
okay.
do you know how to do what I'm doing?
So I'll be like, oh man, I'm so worthless.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do everything. I can do everything, man.
Yeah.
You're awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. You can keep trying though. You can never reach my level.
Yeah,
So.
I can't do anything in life. I guess I never really achieved anything in life that's great anyway. So I think I'll just be like that the rest of my life. I can never amount to anything. That's what my parents say. That's what my friends say. That's what you say. Everyone says when I fail and fail. So man, no one wants me. No one loves me.
Maybe that's true.
Oh god. So that's the difference between pride. Let's just
That is
a short-
very over.
over the top exaggerating,
Yeah.
but there are
that
is
trying to
true,
make the
though.
point. Yeah.
It's true though. So
And actually, there are people like that.
that's why I say
Yeah.
it's true. Maybe it cannot be seen, not be exact what we say, but it's true. It's there. And so at times when you see the prideful person, it's like you will usually see that you will feel like they're acting like they're so good, but they're just humans. And sometimes we can misunderstand that as sometimes when someone's so confident, we can misunderstand that as arrogant.
True.
But who knows? You must not also assume in that you must judge, let's say, properly. Like if this is really a fact, then you can argue with that.
Yeah.
But if it's not a fact, like they say that I can do everything and all those.
Yes.
Now that's just,
but I mean,
it depends on the context.
Yes.
You're saying.
even it's fact, but try not to say it or show it, present it in a way that it's going to hurt.
Okay, so now you're kind of going to a bit humble approach now.
Yes, how you show your confidence in
Humble manner.
Yeah.
So now we showed you guys an example of pride.
yeah. I think
Arrogance.
everybody can spot on.
Yeah, exactly.
They
You will
see
see.
prideful person,
You will see.
and I hope you can notice it in yourself as well, because I do notice.
Yes. Sometimes,
within
let's say,
me.
prideful people don't usually notice that they're prideful, or let's say arrogant.
Yeah.
But then you will slowly realize that as people,
So how would you say it if a prideful, arrogant person notice and confess that he is arrogant and prideful? Is he being humble, or he is being another level of?
yeah. So now that one I'm not so sure about. It depends
Yeah.
though. Now it depends if what he's saying about himself or
Yeah.
think is a fact or not.
Yes.
Because if he's saying I can do all this and do that, then when you actually test him to do it, then they will be humbled. Like, oh, I can't really do this. Now you will see the humbleness in that. Like, I guess I'm wrong. I can't really do this. I can't really do everything. So that's when you will see, like, now they start seeing that they really can't do anything. Their arrogance is nothing. Sometimes people act so highly above others because they're so consumed about their own self-worthiness. Like, oh, I'm awesome, I'm worthy.
Oh,
People should
yeah.
respect me
Yes.
because I achieved this and
Yes.
that.
Because I've been there.
Yeah.
I've learned this.
And I
you
have
know.
this skill. I have
Yes,
this awesome.
yes,
I have
yes.
this intelligence. I've studied this. I've had PhD. There's a lot of people with a lot of intelligence, but it doesn't mean that they're well mannered or they're wise. And that's, I think most of our viewers knows that. And so now, but sometimes since we know that, the thing is, how can we be humble instead of dropping to the puddle of low self-esteem?
Okay, now
Because that's where we
before we go to that, how would you
So now this
illustrate?
This is our main focus.
Yes. How would you illustrate of a person who has low self-esteem?
So as I've illustrated earlier, it's like
Yeah.
it's like they feel they feel so unworthy, and they keep letting that pollute their minds. And not only that, but they show it off. Like, dude, I'm not worried. No one loves me, and all those. No one wants to date me. No one wants to do this. They say I can't do anything, and all those. There are some people who are genuine,
Yes.
like they really feel really bad, and there are some people who just show it off. And I can't really tell if, I mean, they may be genuine, but it's distracting them. It's destroying them, and not
I
only
think
destroying them.
Maybe because they seek attention.
And I think I think
That's just the wrong way to use.
that's a different.
Yeah.
It can depend on the person's reason, but some people, they're genuine, like
Yeah.
they really they really feel it.
Yeah, I think I can relate.
And there are some who they, as you said, they really want attention. They feel it, but they use that to get people.
yeah, manipulate people.
Yes, not just, there are some who are quiet about it. They know it's like it's in their heads.
Yes.
But they don't publicize because it's very different. It's tough now to determine how to be humble, because most of the time we often
There's
put
a fine
ourselves
line.
down. Yeah, and this line of humility is very thin, because even if you try to be humble, there are times where you go here a bit prideful, or people can misunderstand you as prideful even though you're confident, or you also sometimes doubt yourself. And that's why it's important for us to understand humility and versus low self-esteem, because most people think that low self-esteem is humility. They think that is humility, but it's not. It's a self-destruction that's going on inside your mind. You're toxic towards yourself. But if you actually think about it, pridefulness or arrogance is self-conceitedness. You focus on yourself because you're awesome, right? But what we don't realize is low self-esteem is also self-conceitedness. It's focusing always on yourself. I am so unworthy. I don't deserve this. I. If you think about it, look,
It's just one side
It's just-
of.
yes.
I mean, two side of.
this one
coin.
is like you're saying I am awesome. But then if you're talking about low self-esteem, I am, and you're also.
That's interesting.
Isn't that fascinating? Like,
Yeah.
if you think about it, it's like it is self-conceitedness, because you always focus on yourself.
Yeah.
You don't focus anywhere else. You
So-
often.
So these are the two extreme side that you
Yes.
can be. Yeah. If you don't know how.
To balance.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's important to always have a balance in everything, and that's why it's so important to know how can we be humble. What is humility? What is, let's say, the difference between that? Like, can we have a clear difference or definition? We'll give you quotes from people, and maybe this will help you understand a little bit of it more. So C.S. Lewis, he says, humility is not thinking less of yourself, it is thinking of yourself less. So here, it's like when you are humble, you are not just always focusing on yourself. You see also the true value of others.
True.
Because when you see others, sometimes that can be a mirror of you.
True. I agree.
It's like you will see, like, when you see others, you will see, like, oh, they're also just like me. Oh, they're also struggling just like me.
Yeah, they fail.
And then you will see, like, they're destructing themselves. They're being toxic to themselves. And then you talk to yourself like, wait, that's me. That's me. And then you'll see, like, but they're valuable. They're humans. They have worth. They can do things. They're capable of something. And then that goes to you, like, I'm also capable of something.
Yeah. Or if you being a prideful person, when you look to be humble in that situation is that to
Yes,
know
yes.
that you don't really know everything.
Yes.
You cannot do everything. You have to realize that at point in time you need to depend
Yes.
on somebody
Yes.
to help you out. So to be considerate, to know that maybe I'm good with this one, but maybe he
That's the
or
thing.
she is good
Yeah.
with this one,
So
this area.
when as I said, like, as C.S. Lewis said, like, it's not really thinking of yourself less, it's thinking less of yourself. I think that's
So it's kind of this view
less of yourself.
yeah, this view of we complementing each other.
Yeah.
So we are a part of a puzzle.
So it
You-
creates trust. and
When
then-
when you put different pieces together accordingly, it creates this beautiful image.
yeah, and then that's when you see, like,
Yeah.
I'm not the source of everything.
Yes.
I can do everything. I need these people.
Yeah.
And that gives you humility.
Yes. That is true with you and me. We both we have different characters. But together somehow
There's something like
you
we
know
complement each other in
yeah,
a way.
Yeah.
It's like there are things that you can do. There's some things I can't.
Yeah, there are more things you can do, and
And
there's
I
little
realized
things that I
that.
can do.
I realized, yeah. And I think that's when you will also realize that you will learn to be humble when you look at others instead of focusing on yourself.
Yes.
Both in the pride spectrum and on the low self-esteem spectrum.
And the important in this topic is that when you don't know how to handle this feeling, or I don't know if it's feeling or thought or behavior, you might destroy relationship.
Yes.
So
we're clarifying that we're not telling you to do this, to do that it's easy to change your emotions, to change your feelings in a snap. No. But we're telling you that if you keep dwelling in that feeling, or if you keep staying in that state, it's not really gonna help anyone. It's not gonna help. It's just gonna destroy you and your relationship, especially if you're gonna be public. If it's public, you share it, there's gonna be
especially if you're a prideful person, you're going to push people away from you because they feel that you know
it all anyway. So go by yourself.
You make them feel worthless.
And then when you're in low self-esteem person, people will want to help you, but then that can also push them away because they try to help you and you keep saying, I'm nothing, I'm worthless, and then it's
such a burden.
Yes.
I'm not saying this that everybody going to feel like that, but if you keep on doing that, if you keep on telling yourself that, that's why the point is that nobody can really help you. Only you can help yourself.
That is so important. People can only try to help you in some ways, but the main helper, the only person who can change your mindset is you. If you are willing to.
So to be humility in a way is that if you understand or you realize that you're a little bit arrogant or prideful, maybe what you can do is to be considerate, to have this feeling of empathy towards other people.
That's how our interpretation is with that quote. And another one is Ralph Waldo Emerson. He says that a great man is always willing to belittle. There are some people who actually are like this. You can see them. You see Elon Musk. You see Mark Zuckerberg. You see Bill Gates. You see, are they showing off? Are they floundering their money? They're actually most of them are just wearing normal shirts, going out with their family. Because they know that let's say they were once little, but now they're great because they strive to be it.
Yes. And to enjoy where they are, they have also to be humble.
Yes.
To enjoy this little thing from these little so-called people. Not that they are little, but in terms of position and possession, they might be little than you. But
that's how you also can connect with empathy, because you're willing to belittle.
Yes. But the idea is that you can learn a lot of great stuff from different people.
Exactly.
That's why they say, kids can be very good teachers. Because
Exactly.
Stuff they say, stuff they do, sometimes they amaze you.
If some teachers, how would you feel if the teachers like, I know everything, you don't get to teach me all those? But there are some students who actually know this and you just hate being corrected, but it's fact.
True.
And there's been some times where I've been a teacher and there are some things I don't know. I don't know everything.
We've been there.
And I learn a lot from my students.
Yes.
And so also the last one is Proverbs 11:2. It's from the Bible. It says here, it's about humility. When pride comes, then comes disgrace. But with humility comes wisdom. So as we've been already talking about, it's like when you're prideful, mostly what comes to you is disgrace.
Yeah.
People don't like it. People hate it. They don't even want to associate with you.
Yes. So in the long run, you only going to destroy yourself, destroy your own character, your own image,
Reputation.
Yes, because you know, the important thing is, now when you have everything, you can be prideful. It's okay. It's okay. Because now that you have everything, but the point is, you never know when you're going to go down.
Exactly.
And that's why people always say, greeting those people on your way up, and maintain them, because you don't know when are you going to come down back down again. And when you are down, you need these people.
Yeah, exactly. And it also says here that humility, but with humility comes wisdom. As we've said already, that when you're humble, you learn a lot of
you
things.
Open to learn. You open your mind to listen, to learn different perspectives from different people.
I think that's also very important when you're reading something or you're listening to something. There are times where we read with pride, and there are times where we read humbly. And at times when we read humbly, that's when we actually learn. I think I felt that before, like, why do I need to read this book? It doesn't even give me anything.
Even those people that they read a lot, they still confess that every time when they feel that, I know this book is going to mention the same stuff, but it always amazing when they read it and then they're like learn a few new things. Even a few new things
is a big thing for them.
It's like, I didn't know this one. Sometimes maybe but you're being reminded again. So it's like, that's the point. You're never going to know everything.
So we can, like, an example, people
you don't know everything.
Not only those right now in the modern, maybe in the past, Albert Einstein. He didn't claim he knows everything. He Keanu Reeves, the most famous one before, including Johnny Depp. But for us Christians, our most prime example is Jesus.
Yes. True.
So now we can see a lot of people who people respect and look up to are not people who are prideful. They're all humble in their own ways.
There are points in time when they have to correct people, they have to teach people. But that doesn't mean they are prideful.
It's because they know what
is right, about. What is wrong.
Yes. That's exactly it.
Sometimes you cannot just always throw words at people that they are prideful. Sometimes they just
want help. They wouldn't want you to make mistakes.
They're saying what they understand or what they know exactly. So it's not because you have something against them you can call them
the
prideful.
Thing is, we also have to be humble.
Yes.
Just because someone is prideful, that means we can be prideful. If what they're speaking is fact and we're prideful, then who's really prideful then? Who's really prideful then? You too. So now,
and we have to accept this fact that you're never going to be 100% humble.
Yes.
You're going to be. That's why we said there is a fine line which we always sometimes overstep in here a bit. Sometimes out to this part a bit. It's going to be back and forth.
And that's fine.
The idea, the important thing is to
keep balance.
Yes.
Don't go too much to this side and too much to that side.
Yes, and always have to remind yourself, if you realize that you are on which side, so it's okay.
Yes.
Now you have to just move back to the line.
So now we're gonna go to the question that mostly you guys maybe want to know is, how can we be humble then? What is the right way to be humble? Well, we're not claiming that this is the right way, but these are some ways where you can actually be humble. We don't know everything. You guys know that. We don't have all the knowledge in the world, but we're willing to share what we know helped us, and maybe it can help you. That's why we created this podcast. We're not saying that we're awesome. We know everything. We know all the solutions for your problems, but if it worked for us, why not for you? So how can we be humble? Okay, so it starts with emptying yourself. It's knowing that the world doesn't owe us anything. It's knowing that
to not feel entitled.
To not feel entitled.
Feel like you're entitled.
Like
for
I
everything.
deserve this. I deserve all of this. But
especially people around you, you sometimes you don't deserve them to be in your life.
Exactly. We are nothing of ourselves, and I think it's the best thing is like we need to recognize that there's always something bigger than you.
Yes.
Whether it be an obstacle,
Yes.
whether it be a job, career path, whether it be a skill,
Yes.
or whether it be, I don't know.
So
Some
to
other
say
things.
just be grateful, not to feel entitled,
Yeah.
but rather be grateful for what you have.
So mainly recognize
Mhm.
or acknowledge
Mhm.
what you are capable of and what you are incapable of. Recognize that you are not always good in everything, and also recognize that, yeah, there may be things that I'm not good with, but I can do something. I can do something.
I can learn.
Yeah, I can learn to do some things.
I can
And-
try.
and that is what we call humble, humility.
Yes.
You don't just put yourself down or put yourself up. It's being willing to learn, open yourself up, knowing that, I can be more.
Yes.
I'm not just worthless. I'm not always worthy,
Yeah.
but I can learn to do these things, to know these things.
Yes.
So how about how can we practice it then? What are some ways that we can practice it? So let's say, as we said, remain teachable.
Mm-hmm.
Allow people to teach you. Be willing to learn.
Yes.
As long as you determine that this is something new for you.
Yeah.
and
Willing
you-
to listen.
Or if you want to determine if what they're teaching is right or wrong, research.
Yeah.
You try to learn by yourself. Or then stop comparing yourself to others. Because when we compare, it's like apples to oranges. You're not him. I'm not you. So stop.
There are times that comparison is
Now it depends.
comparison is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
How you
most
use
of the time, the way we compare ourselves with others are not really,
Yes.
the,
Mhm.
the good way.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Sure.
Yeah, how we compare ourselves.
So-
Usually we compare what we don't, what
Now-
we see in others, but we don't see in ourselves.
So now it's like comparing in the basis of prideful comparison, low esteem comparison, or humble. You compare so that you will
Yes.
be inspired to learn.
yes,
Or-
that is a
Now
good
that's
comparison.
that's
a comparison.
also, yeah. Now there's also a fine line with that. So again, remain teachable. Stop
Mhm.
comparing yourself to others.
Mhm.
Appreciate everyone. Open-minded. Don't be close-minded. Accept your limitations. Don't dwell in them. Don't let's say be toxic. Make it toxic for you. But just accept them.
The point of accepting your limitation, it's not saying that, okay, I'm never going to be good
Yes.
enough. Maybe no, you try to be good, but understand that you're never going to be the best.
You
Because-
can be the best, but understand that like I am still at this level.
Yes. No, I mean the point, that the term that I mean being the best is like you're not going to be the number one all the time.
Okay.
Yes. So, but the idea of accepting your limit is that this is number one. It's not I'm striving for. I'm just trying to be better.
Yeah.
So
Or let's just say acknowledging that this is your level right now,
yeah,
but you can break those levels. You can improve.
true.
So you accept them.
It's not to stay there, accept
Yeah,
and
yes,
stay there, but
yes.
accept and then improve.
Yes, accept, like, because if you don't accept it, you're like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm better than in this skill. I'm better at that.
Yes.
Now that you're not accepting your limitations.
We try to,
Explain it more.
Yeah.
Be grateful. That shows humbleness,
Mhm.
respectfulness. Avoid bragging.
Mm.
Prideful and low esteem, both. Unless it depends. Then it's either bragging sarcastically or bragging.
Even sarcastically
Unknowingly.
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, but if it's a fact-
sometimes you mean it.
If it's a fact, then okay. But if it's not, it's better to always be humble. Keep it low. Again,
I'm very much guilty of
a great man will always be willing to be little. Be considerate, of course. Focus on others too. Ask feedback. Maybe in the things that you do. Sometimes
It's gonna be painful, especially if you do it
purposefully.
purposefully. Asking others people's feedback
Yeah.
to reflect on your behavior, how you act, is very painful.
Now-
but it's very
Helpful.
beneficial.
Yes.
Yeah.
especially if you're really trying to improve yourself, if you really
True.
want to learn. But again, always determine destructive, constructive.
Yes.
Destructive, useless.
Especially ask only those you trust, because you don't want to ask for feedback from
People you don't. You can, but
you can sometimes, but usually you don't know what is their intention.
yes, you should at least know there may be a bit of them, the background, all those.
Mhm.
And then of course, last one is for us, admit to your mistakes. That's one of the biggest. Another one is also say thank you, sorry, excuse me, and we're gonna be focusing on that next time. Why? That's not
But at
important,
least to say sorry, I did it, I
Yeah.
made a mistake.
So again, admit to your mistakes. Is recognize your mistakes. Don't
Mhm.
always be, because if you don't admit it, it's pure pride.
Yes.
It's pure ego. It's like, dude, I didn't make a mistake. You did. That's yeah. We're gonna talk about that more because
Yeah.
that's a very big topic. But
Yes.
I hope you got what we're talking about today. It may be a
I
bit
hope so, because
ramblish.
we've been screaming and shouting. I don't know what kind of words.
But this
I
is
don't
a
know if they
podcast.
don't understand.
Yeah.
If they do understand, but well, hope.
We enjoyed talking about it. We enjoyed sharing about it. But seriously, it helped us a lot. It helped us, especially when we're socializing with people, especially if you're in the community, family. It's very important. And
Yes.
we still are also struggling with that. But we strive to keep on pushing, keep on learning, keep on analyzing ourselves.
Exactly.
And I do hope that you also do that too. Because if you really want to have a healthy relationship with people and keep yourself
Yes.
mentally healthy, then we recommend it for you. And yeah,
Stay humble.
stay humble, and
We will see you next time. Bye.
see you VibeLampers. And
Pers?
tune in VibeLampers. I don't know.
What is that?
Should we call? I think we should call some like them like see you lampers.
Lampers?
Or vibers.
Vibers. But it's already
that's already like
a thing.
We'll determine that next time.
Next time,
But
yeah.
again, thank you so much
Thank
for tuning in. Subscribe, tune in, share it to your friends if you like, comment, and as always, see you guys on the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.